Immanuel Kant, a renowned philosopher whose ideas continue to shape our understanding of ethics, metaphysics, and knowledge. His profound quotes encapsulate his timeless wisdom and intellectual brilliance, challenging our assumptions and broadening our perspectives. Join us on a journey as we explore act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, always at the same time as an end and never merely as a means. Two things fill the mind with ever-increasing wonder and awe. The more often and the more intensely the mind of thought is drawn to them, the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. Science is organized knowledge, wisdom is organized life. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Dare to know, have the courage to use your own understanding. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Always recognize that human individuals are ends, and do not use them as means to your end. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. Rules for happiness: something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. It is beyond a doubt that all our knowledge begins with experience. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Thoughts without content are empty. Intuitions without concepts are blind. I ought never to act except in such a way that I could also will, that my maxim should become a universal law. Immaturity is the incapacity to use one's intelligence without the guidance of another. If man makes himself a worm, he must not complain. when he is trodden on. By a lie, a man annihilates his dignity as a man. To will a good end, but to neglect the means, is to will the end, but not really. To act morally is to act according to principles that could be universally adopted. The only secure knowledge is that I exist as a thinking being. All the interest of my reason, speculative as well as practical, combine in the three following questions. What can I know? What ought I to do? What may I hope? A person is morally autonomous when their actions are guided by reason and not by external influences. In the kingdom of ends, everything has either a price or a dignity. Man's greatest concern is to know how he shall properly fill his place in the universe and correctly understand what he must be in order to be a man. In every genuine act of self-disclosure, a person's true worth and dignity are revealed. The concept of freedom is the key to all moral conceptions. Nothing can possibly be conceived in the world, or even out of it, which can be called good without qualifications except a good will. Immanuel Kant's wisdom inspires us to seek universal moral principles and reason. Let his words guide us in our pursuit of knowledge and ethical living.